The small pendant above is a small butterfly crochet. If you crochet like this one, which is made up of 3 colors, when we are crocheting, we crochet 3 rows of the bottom color. The middle part is also the same. After crocheting the top 2 rows, then we can start to crochet the bag mouth. We crochet a row of short stitches and a row of long stitches, which is the same as the previous crocheting method, no matter how we combine colors, no matter how we splice it. And the crochet pattern is only the first 6 rows. Just repeat the previous 2 groups of flower patterns. Take out the thread, start to make stitches. The crochet hook we use here is 3.0 hook needle. When starting according to the color depth we bought ourselves. The color below is the darkest color. Pass the end of the thread around your index finger and hold the end of thread. Hook the needle around like this. Hook the loop on the needle out. This is a lock stitch to fix the loop. The loop on the needle does not represent a... When we start knitting, we use the method of locking stitch to start. A total of 25 stitches and hook a V-shaped loop out, which represents 1 stitch, and a total of 20. The number of stitches is an 8's multiple plus 1. "25 stitches are completed. The tightness of the starting stitch is right, not too loose, nor too tight. Then go back to the 3rd stitch. We are hooking long stitches here, and win the thread. Here is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd stitches. Insert the hook into the braid side. Hook out the yarn. After hooking, there are 3 loops on the needle. Hook out the front 2 loops of the thread, and there are 2 loops left. Hook through the remaining 2 loops. This is a long stitch. Use a marker to mark the V-shaped. Mark it below with a pin. This is the 1st stitch. When hooking the needle later, insert the hook from the V-shaped part of each stitch. Insert the hook from one side, and hook long stitches. And crochet a row and make 22 long stitches. Then to the end, in the last stitch, it's the corner, we hook 3 long stitches. We hook 3 long stitches from this stitch. After hooking these 3 long stitches, we lift this thread up again, and look here. Look, this is the 1st stitch. 3 stitches in this hole, then we need to crochet the other side. When crocheting the other side, the 3 stitches are in the first hole in front. Then hook it. Hook from the corresponding stitch of the long stitch. Yarn over from the hole corresponding to the long stitch. Insert the needle, and place the thread end above the hook. Press it in, and hook out. This is the other side. Then hook them one by one, the front stitch. Then the 2nd needle is inserted like this. Finish this row. After the arrow hides a distance, then pull it here a little bit, then cut it off. Hook to here. The last stitch comes to the end, and mark it. This is the long stitch marked by the marker below the pillar. This is the last stitch, and 2 long stitches are hooked on the last one. Hook 2 long stitches from this hole. Use a marker to mark the last stitch on the top. This is how the bottom of the bag is started. Crocheting the bag. Then crochet the pattern. When crocheting the pattern, it's 3 rows in a group. Remove the first stitch mark. Insert the hook from the first marker. Pull out the hook. Directly pull out. Hook through the loop on the needle. This is the first stitch. After pulling out, then hook a slip stitch as a standing stitch. Then from the stitch where the hook is pulled out, insert the hook and hook it out. After hooking out, there are 2 loops on the hook, and hook over the 2 loops. This is a short stitch. Mark the first stitch with a marker on the first stitch. Then go around the hole. 1 stitch corresponds to 1, and hook a short stitch. Finish this round to the last marker button. And there are 48 stitches. That is 48 short stitches in this round. If it's true, enter the needle from the bottom of the hole V-shaped to hook a short stitch. For the marker, this is the last stitch. Remove the last marker and hook a short stitch. You can also mark it after crocheting. This is the last stitch. Then remove the first stitch and hook it out. Then directly pull up, hook through the loop on the needle. When crocheting this wave bag, the pattern has 2 groups of 6 rows like this. Repeat the 6th row. Let's look at the first 3 rows first. After crocheting the first row, crochet the 2nd row. When crocheting the 2nd row, first, hook a slip stitch. After hooking out the pulling needle, hook a slip. Then insert the hook into the stitch of the pull through and hook a short stitch. After crocheting a short stitch, a slip stitch. Then leave a space for 1 stitch and hook from the next stitch. and make a medium long stitch and leave a space and hook from the next stitch. After the medium stitch, there are 3 loops on the needle. Then we hook through all 3 loops at once. This is the way to hook a medium. After hooking a medium long stitch, hook a slip stitch, leave a space below, then go to the next stitch and hook a long stitch. Thread the needle and hook out the front 2 loops with thread and hook out the remaining 2 loops. This is a long stitch. After a long stitch, make a slip stitch. Then you need to crochet 2 long stitches. Long stitches are wound twice. Here is the first wrap, and the second time, leave a space. Enter the needle from the next. There are 4 loops on the needle after hooking out. Thread the hook through the first 2, hook out the first 2 loops, and hook out the remaining 2 loops. This is the way to crochet a long stitch, then a slip stitch, and then you need to hook another long stitch. Also leave a space twice and leave a space. Insert the hook into the next stitch and pull out. This is done 3 times. After hooking 2 long stitches, a slip stitch. This is the middle part of the hook. Then hook a long stitch on the side, a medium long stitch, and a slip stitch, then leave a space. Then we'll crochet a long stitch here. After a long stitch is hooked with a space, then space 1 stitch, then hook a medium long stitch, a slip stitch, a long stitch, a medium long stitch with a space. Then we'll crochet 3 short stitches. After a medium long, remember to leave a space. Then insert the hook into the next stitch. Here, 3 short stitches are knitted together with no space in between and no lock stitches between. Just crochet 3 short stitches. Stitches are done. This is a set of flowers. The pattern is a group of 16 stitches. 3 short stitches are done. Then a slip stitch, a space. Then hook a medium long stitch, a slip stitch, and a medium long stitch, a slip stitch, a slip stitch, and a long stitch. After hooking a long stitch, a lock stitch, a slip stitch, long tail stitch. First, hook the first long stitch, then a slip stitch, space 1 stitch, then a slip stitch, space 1. After the second long stitch is hooked up, 1 chain stitch, space 1, crochet a long stitch, and then a slip stitch, space 1 stitch, then a medium long stitch. Medium. After hooking a slip stitch, then hook 3 short stitches. The 3 short stitches are next to each other. After crocheting 3 short stitches, then repeat the previous group of stitches. A medium long stitch, 1 long stitch, 2 long stitches, then a long stitch, a medium long stitch, finally 3 short stitches with a space, medium long needle, lock stitch, space, then a long stitch, long needle, long needle. First, make a slip stitch with a long needle, then a long stitch. Second, leave a space below. A slip stitch, a space, slip stitch, a long stitch, a slip stitch, a space, a medium long stitch, stitch, and make a slip stitch, then a space, then hook 3 short stitches, 3 short stitches. Here we hook the first stitch, the second stitch mark. This is the second short stitch, and add the stitch of the first marker, which is 3 short stitches. This is the first set of stitches, the second and third groups. There are 3 groups. The last short stitch can also be marked. Then remove the first marker and insert the hook here and connect them with a slip stitch and make a slip stitch. The second round is completed here. Then hook the third round. The third round is to crochet. Insert the hook into the stitch where the yarn is pulled and hook it out and hook a short stitch. This is the first stitch. After hooking the first short, the space between the middle stitches, we directly from the space of the slip stitch to hook a short stitch. After hooking a short from the stitch of the medium long needle and hook a short stitch and hook a short stitch, and then hook a short stitch in the middle space. The corresponding stitch on the long needle. Short stitches all the way in this space of the locking stitch and hook a short stitch, whether it's a medium long stitch or a long stitch or long needle. You should hook a short stitch correspondingly. There are 48 short stitches in a circle. Remember not to hook the wrong one. When hooking 1 stitch in the chain, then the previous one, whether it's a long stitch or enter the needle from the top and hook a short stitch, and the middle space is a short stitch. The needle holes correspond to the same. Finish crocheting this round. After finish, there are 48 stitches. Be sure to count them, otherwise, when you crochet the next set of flowers, you may not match it. Short stitches on the top correspond to short. Mark the buckle, the last stitch here. The last stitch is completed. Mark the first set of flowers here. The 3 rows are completed. 3 rows are done. Then we need to change to the next color. 3 rows are a set. When we are crocheting here, 3 colors are spliced together. Then we crochet the second color. Take out the next color first. Stick it on the back. Remove the first marker. Insert the hook needle into the stitch of the first marker. After entering the new end of the thread that needs to be changed to this color and stick the end on the back. When we crochet, we direct lead the next color change. Hook the thread end with the thread directly through the loop on the needle. Then tighten the color loop below it. Tighten it. Pick up trash. Pull both ends together. After hooking, hook a slip stitch, a standing stitch, then from the stitch of the slip stitch, and insert again. After entering, place both ends of the thread above the hook and press it in when crocheting, and hook it out to hook the first short stitch. After hooking, mark it with 3 rows of the pattern. When we are crocheting, the first and third rows of the pattern are all crocheted short. The middle one is different. Then the new color we are using. When we are crocheting, we need to crochet a row of short stitches. 1 stitch corresponds and crochet. There are 48 stitches in this round. Place the thread end above the hook and press it in. 1 stitch to 1. Pull out. Crocheting, pull it a bit, then cut it. This row of short stitches. After crocheting it, then remove the first rubber buckle. First use the slip stitch to connect. and hook directly and connect them with then the second group here, the middle row of the pattern. When crocheting is staggered with the first groups are staggered, then lift the loop up a little bit here, hook a long stitch without a bump, pull it up a bit, then wind a loop like this, wrap it like this from front to back, hook it out like this. After hooking out, there are 2 loops on the needle, and hook it out, the front 2 loops, after hooking out and hook to slip stitches. This represents the height of a long stitch. Mark with a small hook on the second lock stitch, then hook a slip stitch, then leave a space, and hook a long stitch from the next stitch. So the 2 groups of flowers are staggered. After hooking a long stitch, this represents a long stitch in front of this one. This is the second long stitch, then a slip stitch, then one with a space, a long stitch, a slip stitch, a space, a medium long stitch, a slip stitch, a space, 3 short stitches. 3 short stitches, a slip stitch, and a slip stitch. A medium long stitch, a slip stitch, space, then long stitch, lock stitch, long needle, space. Lock stitch, long stitch, space. 2 long stitches are crocheted and a slip stitch, 1 space, then crochet a long stitch. 1 slip stitch, 1 space, a medium long stitch, 1 slip stitch and a space. Repeat, 3 short stitches. At the end of this section, a medium long stitch here in front, 1 slip stitch and a space, then a long stitch and a slip stitch. The stitch of the lock stitch is the stitch of the space. Then remove this marker. We start from the long stitch in front to enter the stitch marked with the marker. And hook the pull and connect them. This is the 3rd row of the second group of flowers, the middle row. Then we need to crochet a row of short stitches, then change to the next colour, then crochet a slip stitch from the slip stitch.